Okay, so now that we have our lab notebook set up, we're going to actually start proceeding with the lab. So to define the lab, we're going to go back to experiment modules, click data tools week 1, and that opens up the whole lab for this week. Now in the pre-lab, I put take this Google survey at this link, and if you clicked on it, it took you to this survey that I wanted you guys to complete so that we had data to work with this week. Throughout all of the physics department, we've only had 80 or so people submit responses, which is okay. But if you guys have not yet submitted a response, be sure to do so this week. After you guys submit your responses, you're going to come down here and do the rest of the pre-lab stuff, which is basically just putting an add-on to Google Sheets that we're going to be using for this lab. And it's just a tool to use for data analysis. That's what the whole section of this lab is about, is getting used to these data analysis tools. And then we're going to come down here to the link that says Data for Lab, and we're going to go ahead and click on that. If you click on this, it takes you to this Google Sheet, and it has all of the data from the people that filled out that form once it loads up. So if we look here, we have 77 people who actually completed the form. And we see that this sheet is view only, meaning that we cannot edit it. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a copy of this. So we're going to go File, click Make a Copy, and we're going to name this, and we're going to say that this is the group data for experiment 1. And it's going to save into your Drive, your Google Drive account. So press OK. And it creates a copy of that data that we can now edit. So we have this editable document, and in the lab I wanted a link to this document, so we're going to go Share, and we're going to go to get the link, and we're going to copy the link. And we're going to edit this so that anyone with the link is a editor. So as long as you have the link, you can edit the document. So we're going to copy this link, and we're going to paste it right here. So now we have a link to the document in our lab notebook, so we can just go ahead and access that document as long as we have access to the notebook. And this is a editable document that you guys can play with and work on for this lab. And we'll go over kind of what's next in the lab once we have access to this document and everyone in the group has access to this document.